Guys, in this video, we're going back into video editing in Photoshop, and I'm just going to teach you guys how to use the transitions in Photoshop, which aren't the best, of course, but like they work, and making your own, which I cannot find because there you go. Or making your own like this. Pretty simple. Looks a little hard. It isn't. So yeah, let's get right into it. I will put a link in the description for all the files that I used to make this, and then all I did was just make this. So yeah. So what we're gonna start off doing is, number one, I'm going to make my timeline bigger because it is really small and I like them when it's bigger. And then the second thing we're gonna do, whoops. I'm just gonna close it, I'm gonna reopen it. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to add like a fade between these two. And it's pretty simple doing it. Then I have the jump cut. It kind of like matches with it. Like I think the jump cut makes it feel better. So it makes it look like they accessed their inventory and then they went to the other one. Or technically I did that, but if I had like a little bit of crossfade, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's not onto the beat, but like let me add another thing for it. Whoops. I don't know why I can't find it. Well, that's strange. I'm gonna go find another file. Yeah, I find it in here, I just don't find it there. Okay. I'm gonna grab my friend's one. He's the one who makes all this music. I'm just gonna press Control C and I'm just gonna paste it. Then he kind of made it a little bit long. So like, where did he fight? Like he ended up dying. So it's right here. About maybe. let's say like this transition. This probably needs a fade because it just looks bad without it. So I'll just add a crossfade and then I can show it. But it's just pretty simple, adding crossfades and then fades and all that. But what would look better is, let me just zoom in on this. Let me delete the fade. What would look better is if I made like the swipe that you saw at the beginning. So I want to make that. It's pretty simple, I'd say. It's not that hard. I don't know why that did that, but okay. So what you do is you just make a rectangle. It's pretty big. So I'm gonna zoom out for this. I'm gonna make sure I'm outside of my video group. So when I make it, I just put it outside. Frick. There you go. I'm gonna put it where I want it. I'll shorten it later. I don't need to do it right now. I'm just gonna make it like how big I want it. So if that swipes and that makes the full thing and then it comes back. So that works. That's good enough. I want to change the color to maybe something that's more of a bluish. So I'm just gonna do that by grabbing my direct selection tool and then click on whatever color I want. So maybe that. I'm clicking drag. Whoops. I'm going to. Then you can just see it like swipes like that. So what you do is you start at the beginning of this, and then you use this drop down. Well, first you have to rasterize this layer, so because it doesn't work for me when I don't. What I do is I go to position, I click on position, and so the first position, the first diamond thing, the first square rhombus is here at this point. And then so I would put it so at this point it would move to full, and then the next one it'd be like up here. So what I'd do is I'd move it until it's full. I'd press enter and I just move it like a little bit. Like that. And then it'd work. So it'd work. And then you gotta go back to this one if it doesn't work, and then change it so it's like that. So now I'm gonna zoom in so I can just put these. So I'm gonna delete this one. I'm just gonna move this here. I'm gonna move this one back. Faster. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make another one right after that, and I'm just gonna drag this so it's out, and then now it looks like this. And then just put that, like, make it a little fast, so like that. So it's then I'm just gonna trim it so it is only that big. And then I'm just gonna grab it and I'm gonna put it wherever I want it. So like right here. And then if it ever let me just check. Let me just make this faster. Let me check how fast it can be until it just doesn't work. Yeah, there. I'm just gonna make these smaller until it looks correct. So I'm just gonna Control C, and then I'm gonna Control V, and then wherever it went, I'm going to grab it. It went right here. I'm gonna go to it. Oh. I'm just gonna make it small enough so it fits. So, what we're gonna do is, if this works, then that's fine. If it doesn't, then we'll have to zoom in. Wait. Okay, I don't know why that was in the wrong place. I'm just gonna keep Control Zing until that's in the correct place. And then I'm going to hold Alt, so I do frick. I don't know why that keeps going back to the beginning, because I hate it. Yeah, this one didn't work. If it does something like that, just delete it and then just remake it, which is what I'm gonna do. Either that or make this transition on a different thing and then save it. That's what I would do, and I'm just not gonna do it this time, because it's a lot easier just to do it normally. For this one, it's just getting a rectangle and then rasterizing it and then doing some other stuff with it. So I'm just gonna make it big enough, and then we'll keep it pretty big for now. We're gonna rasterize it. And then at the beginning, it's not gonna be there. And then we're gonna deselect it. We're gonna go to like here, like right after, and then we're gonna grab it, and then we're just gonna move it so it covers the whole thing. Do do that. Frick. So it's like, and then we select this. Frick. I don't know what just happened. So it's not there. And then we need to probably move this one out, and then we need to select this one. What the frick? I'm not clicking it. Photoshop just does that sometimes. I just need to zoom in on this and move it as close as I can, which is the one that is completely full. This one, so I'm going to delete it. Bring this one to the front. Bring this one really close. This needs to be faster. It's just a good amount of trial and error. Right. It probably needs to be closer. Yeah, that's probably good. And then I'm going to grab it. I'm going to make sure I deselect that. And I'm going to just bring it out here. And then, there you go. And then you don't really need to trim it, like, at all. I just do it a lot because I don't like having things that are unnecessarily. But yeah, that's just some transitions, making transitions. You can use the position thing for a lot of I'll show you how to do it with text and some other stuff in the next video. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.